It's 2013-ish chaos. Wireless didn't exist until 2015. Well, before I had the wireless one, I had a wire, obviously, that I plugged into my phone, but I would still set it at the same spot on the nightstand next to my bed. Wireless or wired, do you not, when you plug in your phone, put it on, like, presumably a nightstand next to your bed, within reach while you're in bed? Anything else just doesn't make any logical sense to me. When I reach the designated location, there's something that looks completely out of place here in the countryside. A limo. Holy crap, that's long. It was so long, I thought I was seeing things. Yeah, this is definitely no place for a car this awesome.
Oh, there he is. What took you so long?
Don't have a nightstand? I think you're the weird one in that case. How many people in chat have a nightstand next to their bed? Like, I cannot remember the last time I was in a home and saw a bed without a nightstand. That's just madness. Looks like everybody else is already here. I ran so hard I almost barfed, but I finally made it.
Labrison and the others were just about to leave.
I made it in time.
Have I mentioned how much I love Yosuke's white jacket? Oh yeah, look at this. Who has a nightstand? Me, I have one. Me, one I don't. Get destroyed, Wolfen. What do you mean, sensible person? Look, I got nothing against you if you don't have a nightstand, like you just didn't want to buy one. You did, like, the home you live in didn't just have one, so you're like, I don't need to buy one. I've been without one. That's fine. But, like, it's normal to have a nightstand. Like, not having a nightstand is, like, a little strange, but, like, it's, you know, is weird, but whatever. But, like, it is way more, that's a Family Feud question. You ask 100 people on the street, like, do you or do you not have a nightstand? 97 of those people are saying, yeah, I got a nightstand.
I'm glad I could see you before I left.
You don't get to say you're the normal ones here when you're in the minority. That's not how normal works. See, look at this. Look at Jackal here. I do not have a nightstand, but I'm in between houses, so I just have a stack of stuff next to my bed, which is basically sitting in for a nightstand. That's right. Labris is the one that had called. She wanted to say goodbye before she leaves Inaba. Now, how can I refuse that? Still, I never thought one of them, Labris especially, would call me. Huh? Wait a second.
Huh? Did I tell you my cell phone number?
Obtaining the cell phone numbers of ordinary citizens is child's play.
Aigis knows everything. Wait, what?
Holy shit, really? Are you accessing that server thing you mentioned?
The Kirijo group is kinda scary. I asked if I could come see everyone. I wanted to give everyone a real goodbye.
Labris looks down bashfully as she speaks. Aigis and Kirijo-san are watching her from the limo with smiles on their faces. Man, is this a relief. So Labris can do things that she wants to. I'm glad she's in a group that lets her have freedom. She really does have a place to belong.
What'll you do now? Are you going back to that lab?
No. I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them. I want to do my damnedest to catch whoever used me to bait a trap for you all.
There's no hesitation in her eyes as her strong will glares out. I see. She found what she wants to do.
Sounds like you're ahead of the game.
I'm reminded of the blank career choice. I hate sometimes the backgrounds just like mesh in with this white text so badly I can't read it. I'm reminded of the blank career choice paper still tucked away in my desk. That sense of haste without direction, the need to keep up appearances, I didn't want to handle that. But maybe it is time to face my future. Oh, I'll write down a big dream.
What do you mean?
Oh, just talking to myself. I'll let you know when everything's been decided.
Okay. Just make sure you tell me, okay?
Labris answers my smile with one of her own. Then she stretches out her hand. I take a closer look at them. They're quite delicate. I grab her hand and lift it above her head.
A handshake is so formal. I'll show you what the cool kids do.
Check it out, Labris. We're the cool kids now. I use my hand to open hers. Labris looks confused, but she lets me move her hand around.
Huh? Like this?
Yep, that's it.
Here we go. That's gonna hurt his hand, isn't it? Because she has a metal hand. The clap of our high five echoes through the clear May sky. May sky, huh? Not to be outdone by me, Chie, Rize, and the rest give Labras high fives too. I hope all of their hands are, like, smarting.
Everyone, thank you so much. Yosuke-kun, I won't forget about you. I'm friends with you now, so I'll stay strong.
Labras begins to tear up, and to hide it, she hurries into the limo. Soon after, the limo begins moving quietly down the road. That was not a very quiet limo. Labras waves to us from inside the car. Even after the car's gone pretty far, I can still see her waving from inside. She's still waving. Whoa, she's still waving. Everyone starts to laugh a little. Can she see us? I can barely make out the car from here. Oh, it's this scene again, but Kanji is not sleeping. After parting with Labras, we all ended up hanging out at the Junes food court. That's right, it's the welcome back party for you we'd completely forgotten about. We finally can get back to business. But still, it feels kind of weird having a welcome back party after saying goodbye to someone.
Come on, let's hurry up and do a toast. I only get a 30-minute break.
Huh? You working today?
I can't take much time off during Golden Week. Teddy, you were out without permission a couple days ago, so be ready to pay the price.
No, but that wasn't my fault. You meanie jerk nurse lover.
You can't just out a man's fetishes like that! That's not okay!
Oh, speaking of which,
Shh, quiet, you.
How did the conversation go from working to wanking into move? Ah! Ugh. There's moments like this where I remember that I had to tell YouTube that I do not make content for children. I don't need them knowing this stuff. There's no time before anyone can ask what he's talking about. I raise my cup and look at everyone.
Well, second time's the charm. Welcome back.
Welcome back, senpai.
After a toast, we all chat like we don't have a care in the world. Ha! This is the kind of atmosphere you can only get with the best of friends. But actually, that's not all. We aren't about to let things in the way they did.
Ahem. May I have your attention, please? It's time to announce the reason we're all here today.
Isn't it to welcome back Yukon?
You and I trade glances at Yukiko's question. I can see in my partner's eyes that he wants me to do all the talking. You see, we've already talked this out, and now's the time to bring it up.
It's about yesterday's incident. You guys weren't satisfied with how things ended, right?
Of course not. But
So, why not launch our own investigation?
Does that mean?
that's right. The investigation team is back in action.
Oh, now you're talking.
wait a moment. I thought we were going to leave this to the Kirijo group.
Did I say we wouldn't get involved?
That's right, he only said to leave this to them.
Oh, you're right.
That sentence heavily implies that you will not get involved because you're leaving it to someone else. When you leave something to someone, that means that you are no longer dealing with it. This is honestly straight up a lie.
Actually, my partner here brought it up first, so I'm with him 100%.
Now that's our sensei.
Yukiko and Teddy jump right on board. On the other hand, the we're actually sensible team of Chie, Rize, and Naoto are sitting with their mouths wide open.
You're splitting hairs rather finely there.
Insanely so. It seems that she was definitely not expecting you to use weasel logic like this. Weasel logic? But no matter how I think about it, I just can't let this go. After all we've been through, the villain is still out there waiting for another chance. I still think it's really dumb that they basically lied to Mitsuru. Like, I don't think it's stupid that they're like, nah, we want to investigate this and still be a part of it. That makes sense. But, like, pretty much going through, or going behind Mitsuru's back right now, really dumb.
So you're not on board?
I egg her on, and though she looks hesitant at first, she smiles fearlessly.
Of course I am.
I like that smile. That's what a reliable detective should look like.
Thought so. All right then, let's find the real culprit.
Yeah!
It's Nanako. Everyone's hands pile up at the middle of the table. Friends are really what you need. Whoa, it's already this late? I look at everybody smiling, and though I'm reluctant to go, I stand up.
Well, I gotta get back to work. Come on, Teddy, let's go.
Who's this Teddy you speak of? I don't know anyone with such a pretty name.
You've got some nerve trying that on me. Sounds like someone wants me to make his next shift a living hell.
Ah! No! But I'm still gonna skip work! I wanna have fun with Nana-chan!
Yo, do you charge Teddy rent? Is he still living with you, Yosuke? You better be charging him rent. Teddy clasps Yu's hand and promises to visit the Dojima household tonight. Please, just this one night, he says. That Teddy, don't cause Dojima-san any trouble. But, well, I know the feeling. I never feel like break time is long enough either. But you know why I'm keeping my cool right now? I begged my dad to give Teddy and me tomorrow off. I just haven't told him yet, that sucker. Yeah, that's right. We can't let this in here. It's still Golden Week.
We're gonna party till we drop. This time, for sure.
Did Yosuke get like a... Yo, 92%, we're almost there. Did Yosuke get like an in card? He didn't get like an in card that like showed unique art just for him, right? I feel like all the other stories had like some unique art at the end of them, even if some of them were repeated. And it didn't seem like Yosuke got, oh, well, no, he did. He had the one with where it was the whole group together. I was thinking more like Kanji and Yukiko and Chie, I think all had their own unique art at the end of theirs. I don't remember if Naoto did or not, but I guess Yosuke had that in one similar to what Teddy had, but it was a little different. What are we at on time? We're coming up on 2.5 hours, so we got about 40 minutes. Okay, we're definitely not going to finish the arena story today, but we will most certainly finish it next time. So I think we're just going to jump into Mitsuru's story, do as much of it as we can, hopefully finish it if I have enough time, but I don't know if we'll be able to get to the end. But we'll do Mitsuru's story, and then that way next stream we'll get Kanji the Red clear at the start of next stream, and then it's just Aigis and Narukami. We'll do the wild cards back to back.
Why are there two of her?
I am a shadow. The true self.
It's Miss President Shadow.
I'm taking the real one with me. I'll never let you catch me.
Labrys's double gives me a glare of pure malice before carrying off the original and fleeing the scene. I almost chase after her without thinking, but I stop myself and reconsider. That second Labrys. Who was that? This completely unexpected situation has me off guard. I can't decide how to proceed.
What is she? You seem to know.
First, tell me something. Why was she in so much pain? What's all this about Labrys and weapons?
I'm sorry, but that's classified. It's not for civilian ears.
I think Persona users might be a step above civilians.
Then I won't tell you anything about her.
Honestly, fair.
If you want to know what I know, you have to tell me what you know first.
Honestly, Rize, respect. That may have sounded too much like I don't care if she's in pain. It would be unreasonable to demand that she tells me everything she knows without offering something in return. And she's already seen Labrys's true form, so I give a small sigh.
Well, I suppose you're involved now. All right, her official name is 5th Generation Anti-Shadow Suppression Weapon, codenamed Labrys. She is an android weapon created by the Kirijo group years ago. In order to use Persona abilities, she was given a heart.
She's a machine! Kujikawa's shocked expression conveys her thoughts as perfectly as if she'd spoken aloud.
We couldn't let her run free. Just look at the trouble she's caused. We came to retrieve her and minimize any damages.
I held back no details in telling her of the cruel experiments she must have underwent during her development. Kujikawa takes it all in and quietly sighs.
So when she said she didn't want to remember, that's what that was about. Hey, why didn't you listen to what she was trying to say? She said that she didn't want to remember, but you kept pushing your demands on her and making her feel bad.
That's...
I paused, considering her accusation. She may be right. Indeed, I was so desperate to put an end to this case that I didn't listen to what Labrys had to say.
You gave her a heart because you needed her to have one, and then kept treating her like that. No wonder she's in pain.
Well, she was made when Mitsuru was like 8. She's not the one that gave her a heart. Tears stream from the girl's eyes. As angry... You're gonna catch some flies there, Rize. You better close your mouth. As angry as she is, she's crying for Labrys. Even after seeing her true mechanical form and learning that she's a weapon, Kujikawa has nothing but compassion for Labrys.
Why are you siding with Labrys so much?
I heard her voice a few times. It sounded like it was from her past. She said she was forced to fight when she didn't want to. That she was hurt and afraid.
I see. Kujikawa had also heard the voice, just as I did when she used her persona. Kujikawa slowly tells me about what happened last year, the reason why she came to Inaba. Due to her career as an idol, she was cut off from those who knew her for who she was, leaving her isolated. But just when she had lost faith in everything, she met people who believed in her, saving her life.
Someone to believe in, huh?
Hearing that brought up again is a sore point for me.
She's Miss President's shadow.
Kujikawa tells me the details that she previously said she wouldn't reveal.
Kujikawa.
The repressed desires you don't want to admit. Here, they take on a life of their own.
So that's why. Then what's her ultimate goal? Why did she take Labris?
Shadows. They try to become real. It confronts the original with weaknesses to make them deny that the shadow's part of them. Also, it can take their place.
I see. Then there's no time to lose.
Do you think you can save her? A shadow doesn't disappear until the original person accepts it.
That's why I must believe in her and support her. Even if it's left unsaid, I still understand Kujikawa's desire. I share it.
Kujikawa, let me amend my earlier statement. I didn't come here just to minimize the damage. I came to save everyone. Will you trust me on that?
She looks into my eyes, and after wiping her face with a handkerchief, she nods slightly. She just has a handkerchief on hand.
Make sure you listen to what Labris wants to say this time, okay?
I fully intend to.
Kujikawa smiles in embarrassment. She apologizes to me for taking such a spiteful tone. I can tell she's being honest and sincere. Kujikawa promises to cooperate as much as possible for Labris' sake. Man, imagine if just Hifumi Togo showed up somehow. We'd have the best girls from all 3 Persona games. Wouldn't that be awesome? I decide to have her contact her friends and pass on a simple explanation of the situation. She agrees and adds that she'll try and contact Akihiko and Aigis as well. She seems to have already grasped how our safeguards against detection by Personas work.
Speaking with you made me understand something important. Thank you for that. It must be that smile of yours that catches your audience's heartstrings.
Promise me then. Make sure you come back with her.
Spurred on by her words, I begin running to where I detect Labris ought to be. Words. Though I don't yet have a plan to save her. If I find her again and listen this time, will that truly be enough to save Labris? The hallway, my favorite place in the game. Saber, welcome to stream, and BWT, thank you so much for subbing to Tier 1 for 9 months on a 6-month streak. Thank you so much for the support, man. The invisible walls are still here, leading me to the music room. According to the guide map, it should have been further away, but just as with the announcement room, the layout of this version of the school is off. Who are we gonna fight here?
Who are you?
Oh, we're gonna fight Narukami. Someone else is already inside. He frowns upon seeing me. I recognize his face from the video. Huh, if the walls are still here, does that mean that the Grand Prix rules are still being enforced? As a test, I hold out a hand to the space where I just entered the room.
It seems we're locked in. The rule against proceeding without fighting is still in effect.
Are you Kirijo-san by any chance? Rise got in touch with me.
I am indeed Mitsuru Kirijo. As I recall, you were the sister no, your name was Narukami. There doesn't seem to be anything scrambling our senses. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't sense any noise, but it can't hurt to ask. He nods, showing that he understands the question.
Rise told me you were out to save Miss President. Labris, her name was?
That's right. But I must act swiftly. There's no noise here because our enemy thinks we'll be hesitant to fight in our right minds. Would you mind conceding? I don't want to drag you into this any further.
I understand, but I can't do it like that.
Narukami gives a wry smile before his expression flattens again.
If the rules are still in effect, my friends are still trapped. They still need someone to rescue them. I fought battles I didn't want and taken on a lot of responsibilities, which includes saving Labris, of course. It's not that I don't believe you, but I don't think it's right to simply hand the burden over to someone I just met.
I see.
Sorry, this must be frustrating to you.
No, don't misunderstand me. I have no objections. I admire your willingness. With the final battle awaiting ahead, perhaps it's best that the stronger of us two should be the one to proceed.
The atmosphere in the area changes. Narukami senses it as well and readies his weapon. It's strange, but he reminds me of someone. Although his fighting stance, physique, and features are completely different, yeah, it's the whole wild card thing. He still reminds me of the one who saved us, and the entire world.
I like the look in your eyes. I will test your resolve with my sword.